Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another one of my art videos. Uh, Before we start, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who watches and to everyone who subscribed for all the support on my last video and just in general to the channel. Almost 3 weeks ago, we were bordering on 4,000 subscribers, and now we're almost up to 6,000, which is amazing. And I couldn't have done it without any of your support. And so, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for watching, and for just being here and taking part in this awesome journey with me. Really, I mean it. Thank you so much. So last time, we did episode 1 of the world building series. And on that episode, we made the world map. Well, not really a world map, more of a region map, highlighting several of the important locations that are going to be referenced later on during the story. Now, if you noticed, one of those locations to the northwest was simply titled Bjorn. Now, who is Bjorn? Well, as I mentioned before, Bjorn was the character that I created in 2019. Here on the screen you'll see a first rendition of him very early on that I made. Safe to say, he's come a long way. And so I thought, since the story is about Bjorn and this world that he inhabits, why don't we give him a makeover and a redesign? And so this week's episode will be focusing on the design process of Bjorn and the various trinkets and gear that he carries with him. We'll also provide a spoiler-free breakdown of his backstory and a little bit of the lore behind some of the items that he has on him. That being said, enjoy the time-lapse and the lore for our main character, Bjorn. To die in the shadow of glory is to have lived in its light. These are the words that light the fire of the hearts of all northern folk, be it man, woman, or child. And so our tale dwells upon one northerner who finds himself far from home, yet closer than any northerner has ever been. Yes, deep in the southern forests, there dwells a man as formidable as a mountain, yet as gentle as the soft meadows that sway in the breeze. A man whose love could turn back the tides of the oceans themselves. Bjorn is his name. Yet, the giant's days were not always guided by love. In fact, Bjorn's early years were spent learning the art of blacksmithing under the watchful eye of his adoptive father. However, when the great war with Arborea loomed over the horizon, Bjorn found himself clad in mail and armor, and soon serving under the banner of the king's army as a man-at-arms. Yet despite his noviceness, he served with unwavering loyalty and unblemished honor, facing countless battles and enduring the bitter trials of war. Bjorn made himself a mighty name among the ranks of the men of Shadow Rest. It was not long that he was leading the men into battle himself. As time unfurled and the war raged on, it was that very unblemishing honor that soon led to his mortal wounding and to his meeting of Ayumi, the only person who could break him down and pierce his armor without even needing a sword. And Bjorn adored her, and through her he learned the way of love and peace. It was not long before they wed and became one. Eventually, Bjorn had to choose, and was forced to part ways with his clan and his people, choosing instead to align his fate with Ayumi, his wife, and the kingdom of Arborea, his former enemy. And thus, many years have passed, and many events have passed since those days of turmoil and war. And the mountain man dedicated himself to the pursuit of a tranquil existence. He crafted tools and exquisite artworks for the people of Arborea. Yet, amid the serenity that he now lived in, Bjorn held steadfast to the timeless words of his kin, but this time with a new meaning in his heart. To die in the shadow of glory is to have lived in its light. For to die in glory does not always mean to take countless lives, and to shed blood, and to win renown upon the battlefield. For there is greater glory in friendship, greater glory in peace, greater glory in kindness, and the greatest glory in love. And so Bjorn awaits the day when he can embark upon his final quest, yearning to find the path that will bring honor to his late family and his ancestors, and most of all, to one day see his beloved wife once again.